Hi guys, welcome back to another video. It's your girl Jasmine.
I'm Zena.
It's Jesus, the only one fashion guy. And we got our special guest, very young, renowned sports bettor by the name of Jack. Could you introduce yourself, please?
Yep, I'm Jack. People know me as my Twitter handle now, Better Be Good, ever since I became a professional sports bettor. So yeah, that's been taken off. Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
okay.
let's get into it.
That because this is something that's really trending right now. A lot of people are making money on. What was you about to say, Z?
So how'd you get into sports betting, Jack?
Oh man, I've been in it my whole life. So like any other guy, just into sports, right? But like from a young age, just the business side of sports was always what I was interested in most. So I'd look at a score, they'd say, oh, Eagles are like +1.5. And as a kid, I'm like, what does that mean? They're like, oh, the experts think that this is going to happen. And I'm like, well, no, I think this is going to happen. I thought I knew more. So that's
intuition.
Exactly, yeah. So, and I just started, writing down my own picks from like 11 or 12 years old, like middle school.
Wow.
And I remember like texting my dad, like, Timberwolves -5. I've just been in it. Yeah, I've just been in it since a really young age.
Dang.
So, yeah.
What sports do you think you bet on the most?
Basketball and football. I like basketball a little more. NBA.
Okay, what's your
Yeah.
favorite team?
NBA. I'm waiting on the Vegas team because
Okay.
we're going to be getting
I'm
it.
excited. Hopefully
Yeah.
LeBron and some other people could pull that off.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're getting a team soon for sure.
Yeah,
but
we get the A's coming, so.
yeah, we're getting everything. Everything's coming here.
So like to have that much experience at a young age and still being as young as you are now, I just want to know like what made you so interested or attracted to this type of lifestyle?
To be honest, when you find something that you're good at an early age, you have the mentality of like, let's just go for it. Let's do it. You might as well. I was born and raised here in Las Vegas, the sports betting capital.
Yes.
No other city comes close, to be honest.
True.
So I saw the opportunity. I was like, I want to work in sports. I'm good at sports betting. It's been proven, ever since a young age. So.
Hey, sidebar, do you play at all?
Yeah, no, I play basketball. I was playing last night.
Okay.
So you play sports and you bet on them?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, we were playing basketball when we heard the news about Luka getting traded.
Oh my God, bro,
Crazy.
that was crazy,
We
man.
were hooping and they said Luka's on the Lakers, and I thought they were joking. It's just crazy.
Me too. I thought they were trolling. Then I went and looked, and
We all did.
Yahoo and all the big sport outlets were like, yeah.
Once you see ESPN posted, you're like, oh wow, it's real. So.
And I'm about to let them get to your next question. I just want to know, what do you think of that trade? Do you think it's more beneficial for the Lakers or the Mavericks?
It's got to be the Lakers. I posted a little thing on Twitter today. I was like, you lose Luka, you lose the trade, right? Agree or disagree? I did a little poll, and there's like 90% said agree. I mean, if you lose Luka, you lose the trade. Simple as that. So it's better for the Lakers. I see what the Mavs are going for.
Yeah.
I kind of see it. Everyone's giving them a lot of slack, but no, the Lakers won that trade for sure. There's always a winner in a trade.
Yeah, exactly. No diss to AD,
No.
but he's Mr. Glass now. He's not
For
what
sure.
he was in New
No.
Orleans. So like, if he comes back and steps in and is that dominant defensive force, Mavs may have something. But what I liked about the Lakers is LeBron has someone that he can count on with knocking down shots, or LeBron can go 1 through 3. And then fourth quarter, let Luka be clutch, just like kind of like Cleveland was with Kyrie. And and they have the pieces now. They have a bench, connect, AR-15. You know what I'm saying? So I like the spot.
Yeah, 3 days left in trade deadline, so they can still make some moves.
I'm mad though because my Warriors are like.
Oh, your Warriors?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So it's like
falling apart a little bit.
depressing.
I mean, you guys had like a nice, crazy 10-year run.
Yeah.
Kind of spoiled.
We just need one more just to be LeBron.
One more?
One more.
You could. A lot of people saying LeBron to the Warriors. I think that's like a.
Didn't Steph Curry say he's gonna move, change teams?
Did he?
He's been just.
He was like, the Warriors aren't winning, so I want to
Yeah, they're nothing without him.
He said he doesn't want to end his career with just a loser mentality. He says, as long as I'm here, we're trying to win. So. He did kind of say that, in my opinion, but I just feel like that was him on a public setting, letting general management know, like, hey, we need to make some moves for you guys who want me to stay here. But I think he'll forever be a Warrior.
Yeah, different players have their own ways of letting the front office know about how they feel about okay, we need a center, we need a point guard.
Yeah.
Some ways are better than others.
Yeah.
Some people cry in the media in different ways, but
Or some people like LeBron just say, hey,
Yeah, or he's just orchestrating it all behind the scenes. And then there's a little bit about him being at dinner not knowing anything. Yeah, I'm not buying that. But
True. So, Jazz, what was the next question? I'm sorry.
You're good. Is there specific teams or players that you tend to go for typically?
Well, there's certain players that have been following for a long time, like LeBron, for example. The other night when the news dropped about Luka, it was I was just looking at the whole situation. It was a Saturday night in New York, Madison Square Garden. Anthony Davis wasn't playing out because I assumed he knew about the trade, so he just didn't want to play. And I thought, AD's out, taking shots away. LeBron is in a position where the spotlight's on him. And I've been betting on him for like 10 years.
Yeah.
So I've just picked up on the fact that, everyone has that when the spotlight's on LeBron, he's going to show out.
He is.
And his point total was 25.5. And I went crazy over on that. He dropped 33-point triple-double, so.
11 rebounds and 12 assists.
Yep.
That was amazing, man. And they won.
When you get to know certain players like that, it becomes a little easier. And then you try and pick up, you look at the new guys coming in, like the younger guys getting drafted and everything, and you try to pick up on their personalities.
Okay.
Like, does he have a Ben Simmons personality, or is he locked in, like actually?
Like a Jalen Green that's locked in, that's ready to go up. Basically what he's saying is, ladies, like, you can literally study sports stats almost like an almanac, because all the information is on ESPN or the Sportsnets. So like you can go track a player and look at every single season, statistics, and a lot of good sports bettors like Jack, that's how they come out on top.
Yeah. I mean, the information's out there. All the stats are out there. You could watch film of any game if you wanted to. You could find it out there on the internet. So it's all given to you.
Before you ask our next question, what do you feel about ChatGPT predicting sport bets for you?
Oh man, I haven't asked him one thing when it comes to sports betting. I'll ask him things like.
I've never thought about doing that. That's like.
Do a lot of people do
that?
that?
Sounds genius to me as someone who doesn't do much with sports.
I did it, and all I did was pull sources from the internet.
Did your bet hit? Did you actually place a bet?
I didn't feel confident in it because it was like.
What was it? What'd you ask?
It was basically saying it was a football game.
Yeah.
And I was just asking point spread difference and all this stuff. And like I said, it was just pulling you citate something in a memoir or whatever you write. It was just pulling sites and resources from other places of what they think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And 9 times out of 10, I've been really
we should
into
test that theory.
Yeah, we should.
I'm gonna test it for the Super
I've been
Bowl.
really following ESPN bet lately.
I'm gonna place my bet today, actually.
And wanting to take some gambles, but it's just like you said,
that was ZTV
a few moments ago. You can have all that information presented to you, but you have to have that intuition and know what I'm going to do, what I'm going to pick.
Yeah, exactly. That puts it all together. I remember one time I'll ask ChatGPT when's the last time these two teams played each other, or when's the last time I think it was Penn State and Oregon, and I was like, when's the last time they played each other? Because Oregon's new to the Big Ten, and they gave me. It was 1983. It ended up being wrong. So I was like, okay, I'm not trusting ChatGPT. Yeah. And that was a simple question. I could have just found that myself. Yeah. So when it comes to sports betting, I'm not going to trust a site, AI.
I hear that. Me and Jazz gonna test the theory, but Jack, expert, like he said, it may not work.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that. Don't go to AI. There's plenty of people out there in this industry selling their picks, giving their expertise out, and
Well, besides the plenty of people, we don't talking about Jack. We're only highlighting Jack today.
No, of course. Just the industry's taken off, but yeah, of course, yeah.
Could I even say your Twitter name again, please?
Yeah, Better Be Good. It's better like the sports better. Better with an O.
Okay.
Better be
good.
Good.
Better be good, because
Remember that.
I think where it comes from is if you're betting on sports, you better be good, because we're talking about your own money. This is people's
Did you
hobbies.
make that up?
Yeah.
That's clever.
Thank you.
I like that. That's super clever.
Yeah, if you're gonna put your money into something, it better be good. So at that point, you might as well go to someone who knows what they're doing. Go to a consultant. Actually go deep into this. It's not.
Be aware. Be mindful.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's
better
super
be good.
hard.
Yeah.
But don't bet your rent money, right?
No, of course.
Be
Set limits.
responsible
Yeah,
about
yeah.
it.
Set limits.
But
be
if you want to
responsible.
bet your rent money, I'm just kidding.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
You gotta be confident.
That is smart.
No, it is. It's important to say
definitely,
that.
Definitely set
It's
limits.
important to bet your rent money.
So what was you gonna say next, Jazz? My bad.
Okay, so when it comes to betting, do you do parlays, straight bets, money line? What kind of betting do you do?
All of those, all across the map.
Okay.
But I think that the true test of sports betting knowledge is just doing a straight bet. How many straight bets do you do? If I were to pick 15 in a week, I would like to hit 9 or 10. You know, being over 60% is kind of the threshold. That's where you're doing really well. People like crazy parlays, and that's fine. You know, kind of the lottery tickets.
Yeah.
That's fine, but definitely not the smartest bet to do are those
Okay.
big parlays. I don't go over plus
I
1,000.
didn't expect that.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say the complete opposite.
The parlays.
If you know what you're
Most
doing.
people I talk about like with sports, they're always like crazy lines. Like they have like 10, 12, 13, 14, you know,
Yeah.
things on their slip.
I mean, if you know what you're doing, you know, cook up an occasional parlay and put a little like $10 on it.
Let
But
them cook.
generally, no. I mean, they hit generally.
Good.
Let them cook.
But usually, I don't go over plus 1,000. By the way, plus 1,000 would be like putting $100 and it wins 1,000. That's kind of the
Okay.
odds. How odds work.
That's very smart.
So like 2 days ago, I posted on Twitter a plus 530 and it hit. So that'd be putting 100 and you win 530. Yeah. Automatic parlays on the Twitter, by the way, it's it's taken off. About to get monetized on there. Just made an
that's
Instagram.
exciting.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
yeah.
He,
And
he
That's
didn't tell
dope.
me, but he said he got a Patreon coming. I gotta subscribe to him.
yeah, absolutely. So I mean, you'll find that on the socials. Yeah, absolutely. So I've been selling my picks now, and $15 a month.
That's not bad at all.
That's not
It's
bad.
a very great subscription to
Yeah.
make $500.
Exactly.
$600, you know, like
$15
why
a
not?
month. Yeah, people.
And that's very lucrative. Hey,
How much
handshake.
you guys, Zena?
That's very lucrative. That's
1.5.
Yeah, absolutely.
that's
Just for
very
one?
smart.
That's cheap.
I mean, that's
that's
nothing.
nothing.
$15
That's
a
nothing.
month.
Chances to
You could
win
be
big,
him.
you're winning more than losing. So
Of course, no, and people put like $50, $100 a day on their actual bets themselves, and they lose.
Yeah,
Realistically,
because
most
they don't
people
have to
lose.
do it.
Most people lose on sports betting, and that's
Yeah.
that's why sports books make a ton of money. Is because most people just don't know what they're doing. Like, oh, I'll just bet on my favorite team. I kind of like their colors.
I'm gonna pick on the emotion. Like,
Right,
it's like,
exactly. Yeah.
be logical about that. You know?
Yeah, they don't
Yeah.
they don't go too deep in their thoughts. So you might as well pay the $15 to someone who knows what they're doing, and you're gonna get that back on the first day, let alone the month. You're gonna get that return easily. so.
yeah.
I'm definitely getting your information, bro.
Yeah, of course.
I'm
Yeah.
on Twitter, so.
Yeah, nice. Yes, of course.
Yeah. What you was gonna say, Z?
So do you have to do a lot of research before you
I mean, yeah,
like
it
post
is.
your picks and
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah, of course. It's every day.
How do you start? Like,
Well,
do you bet on anything? Like,
I'll walk you through a typical day. How about that? So NBA,
Right.
I like doing NBA, and that's
Okay.
every day. So I'll wake up and I'll look at the games, and I'll block out the lines. Like I'll block out what the experts think's gonna happen,
Yeah.
and then I'll say what I think's gonna happen.
Okay.
So it'll be like the Chicago Bulls and the New York Knicks,
Uh-huh.
and the experts think the Knicks are gonna win by 3, but I thought they were gonna win by 6. So I'll bet that. I'll bet on the Knicks. So it's like I'm doing my own sports handicapping. So I'll do that every day. I'd say the research process is like, I spend a few hours in the morning on it, and then I wait for injuries to come in. I'm kind of working on my daily routine when it comes to that. So
I know this is like a wing question, but the fact that you spend that much time investing or researching sports betting, are you versed with that with like crypto and stocks?
not yet.
Not yet.
Not enough to where I want to put my money into it. I'll say that.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to get into it, but yeah, that's the next thing, right?
I just want to say something right now, like,
Yeah.
it's rumors, but XPR is supposed to be the government's next cryptocurrency. For a while, you couldn't invest in it, but, that's supposed to be the next thing. So don't count me on that or hang your hat on that, but XPR, read into that with crypto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do
No,
you
I'm
kind
looking
of
into
go
it.
on like a gut feeling? Like what tells you that like I think it's gonna be +6 or -6? Is it just like a buildup of like knowledge or like you have like intuition about it?
Honestly, I'd say 50-50. Great
Really?
question,
Okay.
because I get that all the time.
Because I always wonder, is it like a cheat code or something, or is it like
Right.
someone just really feels like
Yeah.
strongly about it?
Yeah, no, honestly, I'd say 50-50, because a lot of it, to be honest, is a feeling, because I've just been
Yeah.
doing it for so long.
Yeah.
Like, today it was Philly +11. They've been covering,
Yes,
and
yes.
the Celtics have not been covering. They're at a certain point in the season where they're just not covering, and I was like,
Matty's back.
yeah, exactly.
Very impactful.
Yeah, and Tyrese is like, okay, I'll just take over the team since Embiid doesn't want to play. Certain things you just kind of,
So annoying.
and throughout your whole day, I'm fully in sports now, so throughout my whole day, I'm looking at news, who's playing, who's out, what's been going on, just kind of like a collection of knowledge. So I'm like, okay, with Philly right now, trying to work their way up into the play-in.
Yeah.
+11 is too much. They were up by 30. Ended up still covering.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Honestly, I think they'll make the play-in. I think Embiid towards the end of the season, now that he's not going to get those accolades for MVP or put up for that, I think he'll come in and do his thing. He's very dominant. And I see him this year, if he has to go through Giannis, him actually doing it,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay.
Bucks have been falling apart in the playoffs. So
Yes,
that,
very
that kind
true.
of stuff happens all the time. Playoffs are the best time of year.
And I didn't think, I thought Damian Lillard and him would be just like an instant, like, but it's like, it's weird. And then it's even weird that they gave Doc Rivers the coach, and he's like, hasn't been really
Right.
too successful since the, what, 08?
It's the 08 chip, yeah.
Celtics,
yeah.
yeah.
A lot of criticism, yeah. I mean, that Lob City team should have at least made a finals. For sure.
God.
They didn't even make a conference finals.
Bro, they had Jamal Crawford.
Yeah, coming off the bench.
Nick Young for them on year,
Yeah.
got him. So it's like,
Yeah, Prime Crawford coming off the bench should have gone to the finals at least once.
yes, if you
For sure.
agree.
Prime Chris Paul.
Yes.
People don't know about Blake. Blake Griffin, people forget about him.
But you know what? To be honest, I feel like Chris Paul was the segue to Blake's greatness.
Right.
Because he didn't start forming a jump shot until like later into his
Yeah,
career.
after this one.
But they were known for Lob City, so it's like he got easily set up points. Like,
Yeah.
you know. So we always like to do a fit check because our show is always based on fashion. You know, sometimes you might see a
Not today.
Sometimes you might see it sleep, you know? So I'll start first. I got Killian, which is a Las Vegas brand. Very comfortable t-shirts, great cotton, diesel denim, and East Saint Laurent boots. Very subtle, you know, if you know, you know. Jack.
Yeah, basically Banana Republic. That's my store. I like Banana Republic. Very subtle, you know, very
You gotta
subtle.
stand, you gotta stand.
Oh,
you gotta stand.
nothing too crazy. They got the polo shoes, Tag Heuer watch. I like the simple look, you know what I mean? Nothing
God,
too
so
black and
nervous on
white,
next.
but get a little blue in there. I like the blue. With the
What kind of material is it, sir, if you don't mind me asking?
It's just cotton. Yeah,
Okay.
cotton blend.
Looks
I mean, I
very
think it's
good.
pure cotton, but yeah.
Looks very good.
I like a simple Banana Republic fit, you know. I'm always
I
down
I like
for
that.
Yeah.
Keep it simple.
Yeah.
I got Rude, and then I got Joe pants, and I got some unknown boots. That's it.
They fire. Fire.
For the jacket, I have Shein. This t-shirt is also from Shein. These pants are from some designer, I can't remember. And these shoes are Babes.
Show 'em the babes.
Yeah, show 'em
Them
the
is
babes.
hard
Where
as
do you
fuck.
live?
Put them up on the table.
Push your jeans
'Cause
up.
them is
Put your
hard.
jeans up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Them is so fire. Is the star on the other side too, or is it just on
Yeah,
the
it's
one
on the
side?
other side. Why would you ask that,
Okay.
Sid?
Cause like,
Just kidding.
I love Babe, but I love like the clothing that they made. I never really
I
got
love it
into
too.
the
I've
sneakers
always wanted
because,
a
like, it's
fleece.
an Air Force One, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you know, but that's a better take on the Air Force One in my opinion. Nike's boring sometimes. But really what I want to know, and I want the people to know, is risk and management. Like, how do you go about that? Like, what percentage of your bankroll do you typically, and you know what, I don't even ask that question like that. For anyone's income, what should the percentage be if they're a sports bettor? So it's like, you know, you gotta pay your rent, you gotta
Yeah.
buy
I get you.
groceries, you
Yeah.
gotta buy your car, you know, your car,
Yeah.
your insurance, you know, your premiums, stuff like that.
Yeah.
After all that's cleared, what is the percentage of, even if somebody makes 30,000 a year, what should their percentage be with sports betting?
Yeah, man, money management is so important, not only for the consumer, but for everyone involved. The sports books, someone like me, someone betting, money management is the most important
Especially
part
after
of it all.
making it.
Yes, exactly, yeah. Of course, set limits, that's what you always hear. I mean, it's a good, like, simple piece of advice. Set limits, there's no certain percentage. On my, on the website where I sell my picks, I say, well, 1.5% of your bankroll, which is 1.5% of how much you've set aside to gamble.
That's what it means. That's what bankroll means.
Yeah, yeah, not like
Okay.
1.5% of your income.
Okay.
Just what you've set aside to gamble per pick, per game.
pick.
Yeah, so definitely set limits and be aware of what you do, but you know.
Yeah, yeah. Now, I know off camera you were saying like a good winning streak or percentage is 60% or over.
Yeah,
Okay, that's good. That's good to know. Y'all need to know that.
yeah, for sure.
How do you handle losing?
I mean, you have a short-term memory. I'm sure you've heard that before. Like all the greats, like I don't know, I think it's said in basketball a lot, definitely in sports. All the greats have a short-term memory. I mean, of course, you learn from every
Fairly
loss.
quickly.
Yeah, I mean, if you lose a bet, my mind automatically goes towards what did I do wrong, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
I have a like practical mindset. I think I have full control of what I do, and it's good to have that mindset. So if I were to lose a bet, I think where did I go wrong, and where can I make these other people money tomorrow? How can
Again, being aware and mindful.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so funny you said that because like on the new, if anybody hasn't got to check it out, Steph Curry has a series on Peacock, and like throughout the whole series, they talk about like how like he can lose, but that's his like superpower that like he could forget it literally that day.
Yep.
And go out and like be just as productive, you know.
Yep, you don't want it to affect you in any negative way.
Yeah. Do you cash out early if you're winning, or like do you like to try to stick it out to see if you're gonna get the whole thing?
Interesting. I would be more okay with cashing out on futures, right? So I had, for example, I had Ravens to win the Super Bowl, and the cash out was double what I put. So let's say I put $50 on them to win the Super Bowl. It was to collect like, I think, $1,500. Let's say if it's 50.
Wow.
But at a certain point, they were offering a cash out of like $120, and I took that. And good thing I took it because they lost. They would have turned to zero. Yeah. So on a futures bet, I'm definitely more inclined to cash out. But on a regular bet, if you're betting NBA, like today, if you look, the Celtics were down 26. They're minus 11, down 26. That cash out would have been, full.
Yeah.
And they came back. They came, cut it within 3. They won by 8, and the spread was 11. But if you had bought points, you brought it down to 7. I wouldn't cash out on regular spread betting during the season.
Okay.
Futures, think about it definitely. But yeah.
And then, like I know I asked you like how do you handle a loss?
Yeah.
But like, has there ever been like any like major losses that have like changed like how you bet?
No, not really. I mean, I don't set myself up for that.
So it's like a method to the madness.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, exactly. I'm never going to set myself up for like a crazy loss, putting all my eggs in one basket. Because at that point, you shouldn't be doing this. Like I said, you better be good if you're going to put money on sports. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't set yourself up like, okay, if this bet loses, I'm done for the next couple of months. Like, don't get to that point,
Yeah.
You got to take it steady, take it slow. Don't let your emotions get in the way. Yeah, there's no like loss that had me thinking a certain way. Definitely streaks, you go through certain streaks. Okay, I'm on a win streak, I'm doing this right. I'm on a losing streak, I'm doing this wrong. You pick up something off a streak. One day, one game.
And with
Don't let it affect that.
And with the streaks, is it, I'm putting some to the side just to preserve it, and then I'm gonna go and do this again this way?
Yeah.
Or is it, hey, I hit this streak, let's see how much more I can get with this streak?
You put some aside. If I were to answer, yeah, put some aside for sure. So, like, let's say you do $50 bets, and you like put in 200 into your betting account.
Yeah.
And you're doing some bets. You do like one a day, and you actually built it up to like 700, or from 200 to 700. Do a withdrawal of 400. Get some money out of there, send it back to your bank account. Like, don't say like, okay, I'm gonna do crazy parlays. This streak's gonna last forever. I mean, that comes in any form of betting.
Self-preservation is key.
For sure. Money management, most important thing when it comes to sports betting. That's the thing. And on my subscription that I've been doing for a while now, you pay $15 a month. I give you a little rundown of how you should be managing your money. So I'll put out, let's say, 4 bets in a day, and I'll say you put 1 unit on this. So a unit is like how much money you put on like one bet, right? And everyone has their own form of unit. So I'd say put 1 unit on this bet, put 1.5 on this bet, and I'll tell them how to manage their money. Yeah. And then I'll explain in a little write-up why that's the most important thing. Don't get carried away with parlays. Put your money in the right places.
So with that being said, what's the most money you've put on a single bet, like a straight bet?
A straight bet?
Yeah.
The most
You went all out.
Not too
bonkers.
high. Not too high, because to be honest, I'm just getting started. I want to build up the skills. A few hundred. I think 350 for like a straight bet.
Okay.
Because I'm just getting started. I'm not like trying to make it look pretty for like a picture. Like I put 2,000 on a bet. I take a picture of it. People think it's cool.
And that's what you see a lot on Instagram, like flooding. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
People who put down 4,000, they win like 20.
Yeah.
And it's like consistently like huge hits. Like it's very like misleading.
Yeah. And you could tell they're doing it for the camera. Yeah. Like you put 4,000 on a betting ticket for the camera.
Or for the views.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm not trying to do that.
They don't show the other ones too. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm trying to just stay steady. Keep it light. And stick to my system. I don't want to
I respect that.
Go against what I preach. I don't stick to my unit system, and that's what I tell my subscribers all the time. Don't go out of your Yeah, don't go out of your, unit system. Stay within your means.
Okay. I know y'all had a few questions. I mean, we keep talking about the sports, but I want to kind of get into what y'all had for Jack.
Let's see.
So Jack, with Valentine's Day coming up, how many girls are you taking out this Valentine's Day?
I think there's only time in a night.
Are you going to spread them out, by the way, or are you going to do it all in one day?
And tell one of them, like, oh, I can do the 13th because I'm busy on Valentine's Day.
That's
and then
smart.
Yeah, I mean, it'd mean more to me if it was just one, though. So
It would.
Hey, fellas,
It's a good
you
answer.
got some ribs.
Are you single, taken, married and single
No,
at the same time?
single
Okay.
here in Vegas, one of the best places to be
She's
single.
getting straight
too.
to it.
I mean,
Check.
Las Vegas. I just moved back here to Vegas, born and raised, but just moved back like 8 months ago.
Okay.
So yes, single here. Valentine's Day coming up with the Super Bowl. It's a good 5 days.
That is.
Very true. Very true. Yeah.
Do you feel like you get more attention now that you do sports betting and you're getting more into it and taking it more serious, like from women? Like, do you feel like it's affected your love life in any way?
Affect my love life? No,
Yeah.
no. Oh, it made it better.
Made it better,
Yeah,
I was
made
gonna
it better
say,
because
I love.
yeah, because it's just it's such an interesting thing, you know. I mean, people love it. It's like a fun answer. Like they're like, oh, what do you
Yeah.
do? I'm I coined the phrase
More intriguing.
sports
Yeah,
fund
no.
manager. You know, I'm a professional sports bettor.
It
They
sounds
love
like
that,
cooler.
and they want to know about it. You know.
Yeah, I would bet that.
Do you care for girls into sports or not really?
No,
Okay.
no, not
It's
at
probably
all.
better if she's not, right?
Yeah, to be honest, because it's more of like she puts it on a pedestal. Like, oh, he's a professional sports bettor. I know nothing about that.
Yeah.
You know, she puts it on a pedestal in her mind.
That's what I would think.
Do you watch women's sports at all, or bet on women's sports?
I don't bet on it.
Do you have a
Why
favorite
not?
woman athlete, like or a
Ooh.
crush? Favorite
Well,
crush
this is
right now.
a crush.
Yeah, that plays. I
Oh, well,
mean,
Alex Morgan, the soccer player. You guys know her?
Alex
insert a
Morgan?
picture of her right here.
I don't know, Alex.
We gotta pull
Morgan.
up a picture. She's
Yeah.
Okay.
Right here.
probably the best looking one. You know who I'm
Well,
talking
right
yeah,
here.
yeah.
about. Yeah, yeah.
We'll pull up a picture.
I mean,
right
Alex
here.
Morgan,
Right here.
definitely the hottest female athlete. I'm not betting on her. I'm not putting my money on, every
Oh!
sport. Yeah, no, exactly, yeah.
I do.
I mean, it works
The
sometimes.
cutest NFL player, I'll put $500. MVP, even though he doesn't make shit, I'll put $500 on it.
It works sometimes. He's
It
doing
works,
something
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Why not?
What? I'm going
Oh,
to Station
nothing.
Casinos right now and putting my bet.
Hey,
Goes. I'm just gonna.
before y'all go back into that,
Cutest NFL player. No.
where does the discipline come in with your betting? Like, because a lot of emotions can be put into that because of like how players are talking after the game and
Yeah.
what they may be going through with management.
Yeah.
So like how do you handle that?
Yeah, with just seeing how the players in the front office are dealing with certain things.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so a good example would be the NBA Finals last year. I think people who were following at that time remember. I think Jason Kidd said that Jaylen Brown is the best player on their team publicly. Like
Yes,
he told
he
him,
did.
and he's trying to stir up some stuff,
Yeah.
right? He was trying to stir it up, trying to get Tatum mad, trying to mess him up.
Separation team.
And I was like, I mean, it's a factor because it's public.
Yes.
I got to take that into consideration when I'm betting on, Tatum's over or his under. Is he going to get more boards because he's saying, you know what? I'm not going to let that get to my head when it comes to scoring. I'm just going to focus more on defense and getting boards.
And he kept
Is he
it
going to
in
go?
focus.
Yes. Is he going to go that approach? He's going to go, you know what? Why did he say that I'm not the best player on the team? I'm going to drop 35. Should I go over on his points? So everything's a factor, realistically.
And not to say it so much tonight, but that's being mindful, bro. Like sitting down thinking, okay, this person said that to me.
Yeah.
What type of reaction are they wanting from me?
Right.
Why did they say that? So like that's kind of cool how you broke that down because in those finals they stayed as a team. Jaylen Brown balled out, and
As expected.
yeah,
As
for sure.
expected. They're a great organization.
Yes, very true. You know, any player that they're like I just feel like they welcome them, they allow them to be themselves, and then it's like the best version of themselves. I would say that about the Celtics and the Lakers.
Yeah, definitely. No, I posted publicly that the Celtics are my finals pick for this year. At the beginning of the year, now they've had some struggles. Today they looked a little weird, but
I mean,
the Thunder, man.
I just feel like that's the ups and downs of the season. You playing 82
Yeah,
games,
definitely.
injuries,
Yup.
and all the traveling, so it's like,
Yeah, I still like it.
yeah.
And they're the team that, come back from a slump like that. Good organization, good coach. I like Joe Mazzulla. You look at those certain things. How does a team come back from a slump? Are they the type of team to do that? Then, if they are, then that's where I want to put my money. I like betting on good organizations, right?
Okay.
Good
Okay.
people.
And before we get back to the fun questions, like, let's see, I just had it in my mind, but I wanted to know, what's the biggest piece of advice for someone looking to get into betting? Like,
Yeah.
how do they approach that lifestyle? I mean, of course, they could go through you and subscribe to you, but what would be any other ways of that?
Yeah, so to be honest, I think a lot of people want to get into it, right? Because it's just taking off. This industry is just taking off like crazy. And like anything else, like crypto or stocks, people are looking for ways to get into it, but they don't want to go in the wrong way.
Yes.
They want the right advice. They want to come to someone like me who's, you know,
Very
here
versed,
to help,
knowledgeable.
here to help guide them in like making these decisions, because it's investing. It's investing your money. People don't want to mess around with that kind of thing. So I would say go to someone who knows what they're doing. If it's a small fee of $15 a month and you're betting $50 a game, the math, do the math. I mean, $15 a month, you're gonna make that back in a week, let alone a month. So,
Common sense.
yeah, subscribe to people who know what they're doing, get their picks, see if they're trustworthy through their social medias, because how we promote our subscriptions is through social media. I'm mostly on Twitter,
Yes.
so see what they do on there. If they have videos of them talking, see if you trust them, how they speak,
And honestly, I feel like the best way you can trust somebody is in this situation.
Right.
Like, I'm glad to meet you, Jack.
Yeah.
Just to feel your vibe, your energy.
Yeah.
Like it's nothing non-authentic, or like you moving with the attention or ulterior motive. Like, you want to help people, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that's rare, especially in Vegas too.
Yeah. So many opportunities.
Because I literally see so many like people that sell pics like on my Instagram. And it's always like just I feel like a lot of scams.
Yeah.
What
definitely.
makes it a scam? How can you tell apart?
Because they're promoting the fact that they're good, but they're
And
not.
that they'll promote that they never lose also.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that they hit like 20 this week and they maybe hit like 5.
Yeah, they're
And it's
making
like-
it seem like they're better than they are.
Or
So
they'll
it's like
They
repost
overhype
the same ticket type of thing.
Yeah.
Like
it's just, and they'll pay for ads on Instagram, so you'll see
so
paid
you
ads a
keep
lot.
seeing-
That's what
keep
people.
seeing it.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what people
and
see a lot.
They gain like a lot of traffic from it too.
Yeah,
So, ladies, y'all
People
were
like me.
saying that like February 13th, he gonna handle his business because it's a busy weekend. What we found out that he's single, a very attractive bachelor, young. Like, what else did y'all want to ask him about that?
Would you rather hit a 10-leg parlay or a date with your crush athlete?
Oh man, how much is on the parlay?
Well, those parlays hit.
Well, it depends how much on the parlay.
So one night with
No,
your
look.
crush or
Got to be one night
Nice
with my
W.
crush, right?
Give him a limit. Give him a limit.
no way.
Got to be one night with my crush. I mean, it's
No.
irreplaceable. I could go hit a parlay whenever. A night with my crush. Who knows?
That I love that.
Could be the soul tie, the soul
We
mate.
love that.
Yeah,
Right,
very
right.
true, very true.
Yeah, date with my crush for sure.
Okay, that's dope. That's
Okay,
dope.
what's your
Spam W's in the
ideal first date?
I like that question, by the way. Ideal first date? Oh man, nothing too expensive, because I don't want that to be like, off the bat. I don't want to set that, because then she might expect like, oh, it's gonna be
That's
better the
true.
second one.
Yeah.
I want it to be just us two. Get a cup
But
of
like,
coffee.
okay, coffee.
Yeah, get a cup of coffee. Yeah,
Coffee
like
date.
spend. Yeah, I like coffee
Okay.
dates for sure. Yeah, spend some time together. Nothing too expensive. I like taking girls out to
What do you
dinner.
think about that, guys?
Don't get me wrong. I like
Coffee dates?
what wine do you want? Get whatever. I love
a
doing
wine
that.
guy.
I am a wine guy. I love it, and I love scrolling the wine menu, acting like I know what I'm doing, and she's like all impressed. Yeah, no, I like doing that.
Pinot Grigio.
Drop $200 or $300 on a dinner.
No.
It feels
White
good
or
as a
reds?
man. Red.
Red?
Yeah.
He's a
Sweet
Merlot type of
or
guy.
I'm about to
What's
mop
the opposite?
Jazz flow, but Jack got some reds.
Out here spitting.
Got some reds.
What are you guys whispering?
It feels good to
Merlot,
spoil a
Merlot.
girl,
Chicka,
but
chicka,
first date,
Merlot.
it's got to be just us two. Let's spend some time together and see what's going on.
Get to know,
Cup of
see if
coffee.
there's any
Yeah.
chemistry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ask her why she likes
That's
some
true, a cup of
milkshake
coffee
from
is
Starbucks
better.
with all the ingredients, with the sugar and the coffee, all this.
Because if you
I
don't
get
get
a regular
along with
coffee,
her
you know?
and you're
Yeah,
at
same,
dinner with
same.
her, that's a whole ass commitment. You're like there for an hour. If
Yeah.
she's like whack and it's your first date.
Yeah.
Have you ever been on a whack
I guess
date?
that's true, but
Jack?
you could also go for like a lunch.
Yeah. Definitely been on a whack date. It happens.
How
every
was
once in
it?
a
Tell
while.
us. Tell us your most whack date.
I'll say that it happened more in Reno than Vegas. Because
Okay.
Vegas is pretty solid. I was in Reno I went to UNR, so.
Where'd you guys go?
That's the thing. There's not too many places to go. I'd say it's a worse like situation there. sometimes it's like, no, I had good spots to go to, but here in Vegas, it's just a little easier for me. You know, there's so much to do. So I haven't had a bad date in Vegas. I'll say that. Not too bad. Not too bad. You know,
Wow.
some are
You're
better
so
than
lucky,
others.
Jack.
What a lucky man.
What a lucky guy.
I wonder why.
It is lucky to
Repeat,
have
he is
no bad
single.
days. It is lucky.
Yeah,
Copy
yeah,
that.
so appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely.
If you want a chance with Jack, you have to subscribe to his. I'm just kidding.
That's the only way.
That's the only
Lock
way.
in, lock in.
You gotta lock in.
Just for $15 a month, you can find your chance of love.
Right. I'll take you out to $200 dinner, so like, it comes back to you right away.
But coffee first.
So,
Coffee first, exactly. Yeah.
Like, if y'all don't have anything else, I gotta ask Jack
Go
a
in.
question, and it's
Go
really
ahead.
important.
Get into it.
Go crazy.
The Super
Let 'em
Bowl,
cook.
bro,
Yup.
is coming up.
Crazy week ahead.
Chiefs have a chance to three-peat. Jalen Hurts has a chance to get revenge.
Yup.
Saquon Barkley is looking unstoppable.
Yeah.
I know you're not gonna give us your pick. You're gonna have to subscribe if you
Why
want
not?
that pick. Just
Yeah.
to let y'all know that.
There's so many bets to be made, so
Aren't
many
the
props.
Chiefs like plus 120 right now?
Which
I feel
side
like
I'm
we deserve
picking,
a free pick.
I'll leave that to the subscribers.
What do you guys
Okay.
think?
I might post it on Twitter eventually, but you know I still have to go over all my props and everything. We're a week out, right?
Okay,
A week from
okay.
today, so just you know, the sports betting like capital in terms of like day. This is the best sports betting day in the world. So
Okay.
I gotta line everything up, all my props and everything. But you'll hear my side eventually. I'll probably post it on Twitter, but within the next few days.
What's the Twitter name?
Better be good.
And not to be like so like into it,
Yeah,
but
go
like,
ahead.
could you give a definitive answer on how you feel on both teams?
Yeah, for sure.
Let's start with the Eagles.
That's a good one.
Eagles, okay. Well, I'm a Giants fan, first of all, so I'm not too happy to
I
see him with
know, I
Saquon. It's
know.
okay, but
They messed that up.
yes, for sure. No,
Sidebar,
I mean,
before you finish, did you see his 16-year-old son say we should get Jaden Daniels?
yes, he's
And-
like 13.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's right. He was right. Sometimes it happens. And then I saw a comment that said our minds about sports peak when we're like 13 at the lunch table. I saw something like that.
Wow.
But here's the thing: the Eagles look really good, but when you go up against a team like the Chiefs, there's a certain thing in sports that happens all the time, right?
Cena looks really
when
good.
a team is just
I'm putting my money on Chiefs.
good enough to where they find ways to win constantly. They just find ways to win. The Chiefs have done
putting
that all
money
year.
on
8-11 against the spread, which is
Remarkable.
not good. No, 8-11 against the spread,
Oh,
but
okay.
17-2. I mean, that's never been done. That difference is crazy.
And
So
they
they're not
compared the
covering.
records to the other teams that were winning by those margins or losing by their margins.
Yeah.
And they were like 4-9.
Yeah, middle of the table, bottom
Yeah.
of the table. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I mean, it just shows you they're the type of team to win when you don't expect them to win. Find a way to win, no matter what. That is a factor. People don't. I mean, that sounds like a media thing to say. Something you'd hear on SportsCenter. No, it's a real thing. There's certain teams that just find a way to win. That's for the Chiefs, but the Eagles look too good. Man.
Yeah.
I might be leaning in that direction. I know you're a Chiefs fan. I might be
Yeah.
going Eagles this year. I might baby Philly.
Kansas
I might go
City native.
Chiefs.
The only reason why I feel the Chiefs, the experience, they've been there so much there consistently.
Yeah.
And like you said, I mean, I know people give all the praise and glory to Patrick Mahomes, but Andy Reid is a mastermind.
Yeah.
The fact that he was able to, like, if you notice early in the Chiefs-Bills game, Josh Allen was trying to pass. But a lot of those were like looking like interceptions, you know?
Yeah.
So they went to the ground game, kept themselves in the game, and then when Spagnolia started like rushing the blitz and sitting in the corners,
Yep.
I mean, Josh Allen made a remarkable pass.
Yeah.
If that guy would have caught that,
Yeah.
you know,
That last
overtime,
play. Yeah, for sure.
you know, but it's just like,
I mean, he got put in that situation where he had to chuck it up.
Yep.
And he's like, "This is it. It's 4th and 5. I got to chuck it up."
yeah.
Best, in my opinion, best defensive coordinator in history. Steve Spagnuolo with the Giants. You know,
Yes.
Super Bowl. I mean, best defensive coordinator. You guys might have the best coaching staff
Yeah.
of all time.
Yeah.
That's okay to throw out there.
No, seriously, and no one wants to leave.
Right.
It's like they all are okay with their, you know, being a coordinator,
Yeah.
etc. But that would be my take on that. But don't trust me, this is the expert. But I really feel like Spagnolia is going to find a way to stop Saquon.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's where you got to go, right? You got to stop Saquon and then kind of put it in Jalen Hurts' hands. You guys
Yep.
probably like Jalen Hurts. Always, you know, showing out on social media. He's always like seeming ready, but they give it to Saquon.
Yeah.
He's always seeming ready in the media and practice and everything. It looks good. Looks good in the regular season. Give it to Saquon in the playoffs.
And Jalen Hurts came out after that one press conference, you know, with the icy chain talking about this is what y'all want. You know, that was just one example. So let's see if he could, really what I want to see is if he could do that on the biggest stage, the biggest game, and actually put the ball in A.J. Brown's hands and, you know, other receivers that they have, you know, to see if he could really do that again. Because I think Spagnuolo is really going to focus on shutting down the run game.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, if you have Jalen Hurts throw the ball, that's a huge test.
Yes.
And if he pulls that off, you know, huge legacy toss coming.
Kudos.
Yeah, crazy. But
kudos.
Putting the you know, the game in his hands, that'd be something to see. I would like to see that. That makes me want to bet on the Chiefs the more I think about it. But you know.
I'm putting my money on the Chiefs. I put 700 last year, and they did me good. So
nice.
And I like how Mahomes has been with his girl forever. So
she's
MVP.
That's a good sign.
That's a very good sign.
Well,
he's
public,
focused. He's locked in. So
Yeah,
I'm putting
no, definitely.
500.
She's been trolling. Every time I say Kansas City, she says 49ers. I'm like,
That's only because he's from Kansas City.
Missouri, not Kansas City, Kansas, Missouri.
Yeah.
Just to let y'all know that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, ladies, any other like cool questions or anything that like y'all want to know about Jack?
Yeah, it's been an exciting couple months. I just got started, so.
That's awesome,
it's
man.
been so exciting.
I see you going up from here, Jack.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
That's all I'm gonna say.
All I see is up.
Yeah.
Like
I see no
just
down.
Like hit the ground
I see my boy
running,
going
have
up.
success right away.
Yeah, definitely.
Builds confidence, you know,
Yeah,
self-esteem.
just like let you guys know what I'm doing and what I'm doing, you know, kind of behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You know, something else I wanted to touch on when it comes to my strategy for sports betting, if you want to call it that, is I picture I hire two people. One person's in one room figuring out what bets to place.
Okay.
And this is all like in my head, by the way, on my laptop. This is just an analogy, but one person's trying to figure out what bet to place. One person's trying to figure out where to put the money management. Those are like my two branches. So the more I focus on that and build the system and then get myself out there, let everyone know that what I'm doing is, you know, here to make people money.
So almost like to simplify for some people, a recruiter and an accountant.
Yeah. So I mean, money management is so important. I always talk about that. But of course, picking the games is, I like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up? Y'all done?
I'm finished. Do you have any questions?
Would you rather go through like a crazy heartbreak or lose your Super Bowl parlay?
Damn.
Crazy hard. Lose my Super Bowl parlay for sure. There's always another game.
Yeah.
Always other
He's
games.
sensitive, y'all.
Sports are year round.
We love Jack.
Well, I think this has been really, really fun, like an experience for me, because I've been wanting to learn about the sports betting world, Jack.
Yeah.
Like, so, you know, I know we ran out of wine, everybody a little tipsy.
I'm so
But
tipsy.
I just feel like
I'm
you know,
drunk. I don't know
this
how I'm
is
gonna
dope.
get home.
This
I'm
is
so
dope,
hammered.
Man.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
to wrap
love
it
it.
up again.
Who are you?
Jesus, this is,
Sorry, Jasmine.
and this
I'm
is,
Zena.
and our special guest again.
Jack, or Better Be Good on Instagram, Twitter. I'm gonna get on YouTube soon to start posting some videos.
Yes.
Better Be
Y'all be
Good
on the
is
lookout.
better like a sports better with an O. So Bettor, be good.
And
Better
the
be good.
subscription is only $15 a month.
Yeah.
Just think of that.
$15
You
a
can-
month.
You can put $15 a month, bet $50, $100, and actually have winnings behind that. You
That's
know,
crazy.
Exactly.
it's not a guarantee,
That's-
but for somebody that is just as good as him, that would be really fucking awesome for you to consider that. Seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously.
And what I would say is, if you were to actually sit down and track your bets, and you logged them in Excel and everything,
make me
and then you looked at your winnings, you just
My
say,
lips
you
are
know what,
gonna
I'm going to take
so
out
hot
15 bucks
bothered.
for this to be all better. Like, fix my bets, make them all better, give me some wins, and just take out 15 bucks. You know that's worth it.
Yeah, very
Might as
worth
well take that small investment, you know?
Very worth it. Very
Yeah.
worth it. Don't be scared. Take a risk.
Of course,
Take a risk.
that's what
Man,
this
is.
take a risk.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you'll be stagnant your whole life, man.
Get rich or die.
Females take bigger
Get
risks.
rich or die
'cause if
trying.
not, you'll be sad your whole life.
Well, Jack, I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I
Seriously,
appreciate it.
man.
Yeah.
For
Get
real,
rich or
for
die
real.
trying.
This has been another episode of ZTTV. You know,
Thank you. Nice to meet you guys.
like, share, subscribe, and also the same with this man too. He's been giving out a lot of game today, and even if you got to rewind it to understand it, please do, because sports betting is at an all-time high. They've been legalizing it in all the states. It's not just in Vegas or, you know, limited places anymore. So, you know, there's a lot of apps out there and I'm pretty sure he has the knowledge for it.
Definitely, yeah. Definitely hit the Twitter. Better be good. The handle will be there. The Twitter, I post a good amount, free pics and everything. If you just want some free
wow.
pics, at least hit the Twitter. But
Check your
yeah,
Twitter out.
subscription, where's that?
Awesome. So thank y'all.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Outs.